Hey everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Zoe Bad Blood Collectibles, and today on the channel I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 figures for 2024. Now remember you guys, this is my opinion, so a lot of you may not agree with it, but all I ask is that you respect it as I respect you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, and before we go any further, please give this video a like, also subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow. Let's reach our new goal of 5,000 subscribers. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get down and dirty and talk about my top 10 figures for 2024 for Mezco. Alright everybody, so here we are with our top 10. Coming in at number 10, we have Mezco 112 Indiana Jones. This is Raider of the Lost Ark. Man, I didn't think I was gonna get this figure, but man, when I saw it at Ageless Geeks, I went over here and pulled the trigger and got this thing. And yes, he's a very expensive piece, but this is a awesome figure right here. This is a must-have in your collection if you're a Mezco. A huge fan of Indiana Jones, definitely a must-have. But if you're a fan of Mezco 112 and you're a huge collector, this is something that you might want to consider getting in your collection. I love for the fact that we get this golden thing right here. This dude comes with a lot of accessories. Also, he comes with this big thing here as well, which is done really nice. Now, I wasn't able to get the other figure, unfortunately, the one that came out, the bad guy with the melted face. I'm still gonna work on trying to get that figure. I haven't seen it at Ageless Geeks. Only seen it on eBay. So I'm just gonna weigh out my options and wait until I get a better deal. But other than that, this thing right here is a freaking awesome piece. I think they did a great job with Indiana Jones. I love for the fact that he has plenty of room for articulation with his jacket on, even with the pants that he's wearing. And for the year of 2024, I think this is 2024 was the year for Mezco, with a lot of their figures being in suits, which is really nice because we don't get a lot of figures that has soft good material that have full on suits and shirts and long shirts and jackets, and that have double jointed elbows, that have double jointed knees. We don't really get those kind of figures with great ab crunch, but Mezco did a great job with him. He has double jointed knees, great ab crunch. This dude's great in every way, and yeah, he made number 10 on my list for 2024. Alright, you guys, here we are coming in at number 9. We do have the 2-pack from Mezco 112, and that is Dick Tracy and Flat Top. A perfect box set right here. Both of these figures, like I was saying in the with Indiana Jones, they are in suits. They have great articulation for the jackets that they have on, for the pants, for the vest and everything that's underneath these jackets. They have great articulation, great ab crunch, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, and man, Mezco blew it out the water with both of these figures. I love for the fact that they capture both figures really nice. They look like they just walked right out of a comic book, just straight out of a comic book, and these figures were nice. We have a multiple different head sculpts that you have for both figures. You get, I think, 4 head sculpts for Flat Top, and I think you get 4 for Dick Tracy as well. So that is freaking awesome. And not only that, you can also swap out the hat and then have him just with his hair on. You could actually take the hat off. So I really do love that a whole lot. You have the options of taking off both of their jackets as well. With Dick Tracy, you can also take off this one as well and just leave him in his suit tie, his shirt and tie, and his vest. And that looks nice as well. So I love for the fact that they give us all these different options that you can do with both of these figures. And these things, if you're a huge fan of Dick Tracy, especially me, I love the movie back in the day, and I used to watch it all the time. And when I got when I got this figure, this box set, I went back and watched the movie again. The movie was great for a movie back then, and I just wish that they would do another Dick Tracy movie. But with that being said, definitely have to throw these guys in my top 10. I already said when I first opened these figures, this is definitely going to be in my top 10 for 2024. And they did not fell when it came to these two right here. I think they did a great job. So coming in at number 9 on the list. Okay, you guys, so coming in at number 8 on the list, I'm going to cheat here, and both of these figures are tied to me. We do have Junkyard Joe and also Duke from G.I. Joe, and both of these figures are super, super dope. I am so glad that I waited to bring out this review, only because I went to Frankenstein's on Sunday and picked up this guy right here. And I opened them up yesterday and I just couldn't put them down. I kept playing around with them, fooling around with them. And I really do love this a lot. And I'm going to do some dope photos. It's going to be dope. My photo album that I have for both of these guys up here. And then we have Duke, which is G.I. Joe, which is really nice because you could put him in your Superman story, your Batman story. You could also put him in with the Avengers. Like, you could put these figures anywhere with all your other figures and any line, and they will go great with those lines as well. So I'm really glad that Mezco is going like in the route with the G.I. Joe figures, because those are all some dope figures. We have Snake Eyes, we also have Storm Shadow, and we have Duke. I love Duke better than I do Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. For some reason, I think that Duke is a freaking awesome piece. So that's why he made number 8. And because they are in the same bases with the army or whatever, Junkyard Joe is just so dope. I haven't done a review on him, but I'm going to do a review on him. And when I do it, I'll let you know why this dude is number 8 on my list. And he's freaking awesome as well. And he looks dope. And not only that, he reminded me of the Creature Commandos, the robot that was on there. I forgot the robot name now, because now I'm just thinking of Junkyard Joe. I was calling this guy the name of the robot from the Creature Commandos, and now I'm calling Junkyard Joe the other robot Junkyard Joe as well. So kind of confusing, but at the end of the day, I think this one is really, really nice. And yeah, this is so dope here. From Image Comics, they brought to us Junkyard Joe. This was a figure that I knew I wanted the minute I saw it. I love androids, I love robots, and man, this one did not fall short at all. This thing is actually a great figure, so definitely gonna do a review on it. Stay tuned for that. And Duke as well, great piece. It comes with 3 different head sculpts. I wish he could have came with one more, but all the accessories make up for it. I love the articulation as well, and he's a great piece. And I have him in my Superman photo album, as well as Lois Lane's dad. And that's why I say you could put these figures in all kind of different lines. I'm gonna have this dude with the Suicide Squad as well going against Batman. So it's gonna be freaking awesome with the stories and stuff that I'm coming out for the year 2025. But definitely have to put both of these figures at a tie for 8. So let's go on with the next one, number 7. Okay, you guys, coming in at number 7. This was a sleeper, as I said once before in one of my other videos. We do got this dude coming in at number 7, and that is Iron Man, Centurion Iron Man, with the Tony Stark head sculpt. Mezco, this is Mezco first time ever bringing out a Tony Stark head sculpt, and this is the best Iron Man figure that Mezco has ever brought out, because it has better articulation than all of them. The range of motion with the figure is freaking awesome. And not only that, we do get articulation in the shoulders. I know a lot of people were concerned about that, but yes, this thing does rotate as well. So you could go up and down like that. And then you can also rotate this as well. So when I found that out, I was like, oh yeah, this dude's definitely going to be the best Iron Man figure in my collection. He's dope. I love the head sculpt as well for the Tony Stark head sculpt. And yes, you could put this head sculpt on any of your other Iron Man figures from Mezco 112. That's another thing that I love about this. And then not only that, we also get a lot of accessories this time. We get way more accessories with this one than we did with any of the other Iron Man figures. So I was really happy about that. I love the lighter features as well. Wish they could have given us a little lighter feature and the with the eyes, with the helmet lit up like they did with Superman. That would have been dope. But other than that, this is a dope piece, considering for the fact that he is all metal right here, or wherever you call it. This dude is just like, he's dope. He's just as heavy as Dr. Doom as well. So for the fact that Mezco did a great job with him, this kills Marvel Legends Iron Man. And I think that hands down, Mezco does the best Iron Man figures in any scale besides the 1/6 scale from Hot Toys. So yeah, let me know what you think about this figure, coming in at number 7 on the list. Okay, you guys, coming in at number 6, I'm going to cheat again, and I couldn't make up my mind which one that I love better, but we're going to do Green Goblin and also Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy, Gwen Spider, wherever you want to call her. Mezco call her the Ghost Spider, but we all know that it's Gwen Stacy. But yeah, these two were freaking awesome. We got Green Goblin like early last year, for 2024, and he was dope. I mean, we get the the glider, which is really, really nice. You can have him floating, or you can have it with the booster in the back like I do. And then also the wings could go up and down. And this dude could actually hold the jet flyer with one hand, as he has a pumpkin in the other hand, which is really, really nice. He comes with, I think 4 or 5 different head sculpts. And not only that, you guys, he comes with a gang of accessories. So this was definitely going to hit, it almost hit my top 10, but I mean my top 5, but it was so close. But I just have a couple other figures that are better than this one. And then Ghost Spider, she is freaking awesome because she's the first female figure from Mezco 112 that actually have double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, and great ab crunch, better than almost any figure that Mezco has ever made. This girl has the best articulation, no lie, you guys. Way better than what they did with that Batman, 1989 Batman figure. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This girl has like articulation that I thought I would never see, and I'm waiting on Miles Morales, across the Spider-Verse or wherever it is. I'm waiting for that one to come out by Mezco 112, because I think that they're going to do his body the same way they did with Gwen Stacy. And yeah, that silicone body is going to be freaking awesome. So how does she hold up? She's holding up good on my end. I haven't had no problems with her. I just think she's a great figure. Keep your hands clean because it can get dirty. Mine did get a little dirty because I was fooling around with it, but I don't mind. You can't really see it in camera. And Green Goblin, like I said, I couldn't say... Like, I give this dude a 10. I think Mezco did such a great job with him. And yes, he's not, like, up to date. He's more comic book accurate because they did bring out the Spider-Man, the classic Spider-Man as well. That thing did not hit my top 10 because I didn't like the way they did the articulation with him. I just wish that they could have gave us the same articulation that they do with all the other Spider-Man figures. And that same body style, I think that one would have definitely made my top 10. But unfortunately, they didn't do it. So I had to go with Green Goblin and also Gwen Spider. Both these figures are must-have, especially if you're a huge fan of Mezco and of Spider-Man. You definitely want to add these two into your collection. So let me know what you think about Green Goblin hitting number 6 with Gwen Stacy as well. Now let's go ahead and get to our top 5 figures. Okay, you guys, coming in at number 5, we do have the Black Suit Edition, the Recovery Suit Edition of Superman from Mezco 112. Now, of course, I'm a huge fan of Superman. He's my favorite superhero of all time. And yes, Man of Steel movie is the best superhero of all time as well. This is my choice, and this is what I think. And yes, this dude's coming in at number 5 on my list. Now, the reason why he's coming in at number 5 is for the fact that I love the way they made his suit. I love the way they did his boots. I love the way they give us all the guns and everything. And the best part is I love that S. Well, it's my second best part is the S on the suit is done so nice. Let me get my other one off the shelf. Like, this one is so dope. I had to get 2 of them. Yeah. 2. And not only that, you guys, we get 4 head sculpts, so you have different options that you want to display them. You can definitely do that. That's why I have both of them on the shelf together, because I have 2 different options. I could give them just hair without the beard, or I could do the long hair with the beard. And then they also give you one where you can have short hair with the beard. So it's up to you what you want to do. I know with this one right here, we also get the same head sculpt, but with a yelling version. So I just wish they could have done the same thing, give us a yelling head sculpt for this one without the beard as well. That's my only gripe and complaint that I have about this. But other than that, this is a dope piece, great articulation. I think it's the same body as we got with our other Superman figures. Let me bring out my other Superman figures so you guys can see what I was talking about as far as the look. And this is my photography one. So it might be a little bit dirty, but there he is right here. And I just love for the fact that they still kept with the same head sculpt. Like, you could tell, like, this guy right here is the same as the Black Suit edition right here. Just with long hair and then also a beard. And it's freaking awesome. So I definitely have to throw this dude in here. And here's the other version. If you just want to leave him plain Jane, you could definitely do that with the boots right here. He just got his regular shoes on and with nothing else on. But I really do love the way that they captured Superman here at the recovery suit. It looked like he just walked right out of the comic book as well. We do get the ammunition here. We also get this thing here. I love for the fact that you can even put this on him on both sides right here. And this is for his gun. Now, I don't know where his gun is. I think that fell out as I was bringing up the figure. Now I gotta go look for it. Dang. I didn't even think about that. Oh, here's the gun right here. So I love for the fact that Mezco went all out, and you definitely got to go on Superman because Superman is my favorite superhero, and that's why I add this dude in number 5. Would have probably went higher on my list, but you know, I just had to go with my gut and just go ahead and put him at number 5. But he still made the top 5 for 2024, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, you guys, if you're a huge fan of Superman, definitely got to pick up this guy while he's cheap. He's still cheap, not cheap, but he's still at a decent price at $95 or $99. I highly recommend to get this figure. And yeah, that's the best that I can say about this. I just love both of these figures. Coming in at number 5 on the list. Coming in at number 4. Okay, you guys, coming in at number 4 on my list. Now, I was really surprised because I didn't really see this on people's list for the top 5 figures or even their top 10. This dude didn't even make the list for them. But for me, I definitely have to put this dude on my top figures for the year because this is what I like. This is my style that I was kind of aiming for last year with Solomon Kane and also the Batman from the Gaslight by Batman comic story. And then not only that, I also added Hellboy in that shelf as well, on that shelf. And then also Captain Nemo is on that shelf. And they all fit a certain category. And that's where I have all my mythical creatures or that kind of era, like in the 1900s. But this dude right here, or the 1800s, whatever it was, I don't really know. But yeah, this thing right here is so dope. Nocturno was a huge piece for Mezco 112 in Comic-Con 2024. And this is a hard piece to find anywhere if you're trying to get it in ham. Like at Frankenstein's, you're not going to see this figure nowhere available there. And yes, he is very pricey on the secondhand market as well. Is he dope? Yes, he comes with a lot of accessories as well. He comes with a bendy wire cape, as you can see here. He comes with multiple masks. And then he also has a head sculpt on top of that inside. So I really do love that a lot. I'm currently working on a photo album with him, Solomon Kane and Batman by Gaslight. It's going to be freaking awesome. It's kind of like back in Van Helsing days, that kind of style. And this dude's like a Frankenstein character. But yeah, he's dope. I unfortunately was not able to pick up the other two, the Game Brothers or whatever that he goes against, the Crab Brothers. I was able to see that once, but then I never saw it again. I haven't seen people really selling the figure. I think you can get it on eBay, but you're going to be paying a lot of money for it. But we'll see, you guys. I'm thinking about really getting those 2 figures. They could have probably made the top 10. Unfortunately, I didn't get those figures. But man, this one is nice. I got this at Frankenstein's at Ageless Geeks. My guys hooked me up with this dude thanks to Gio, John, Felix, Joe, Ron, and Chris. Love those dudes. They do a great job. I sat down and talked with them all day on Sunday. It was freaking awesome. I lost track of time just sitting down there chatting it up with the guys. But yeah, man, this thing right here is so dope. Highly recommend to get this guy. This is part of their Rumble Society collection. And yeah, man, I can't wait till the card comes out because I'm definitely going to get it. It may be super expensive, but who knows? Might have to go ahead and pay that pretty price to get that card to go with this dude. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. This dude coming in at number 4 on the list. Now coming in at number 3, a lot of people are going to be mad at me, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, you guys, coming in at number 3, we do have the Batman. This is Robert Patterson. Batman right here. Now, I didn't like this figure at first. I was kind of disappointed, kind of let down, because I thought that he didn't have an ab crunch. But come to find out, he really does have an ab crunch. You just gotta work it out, kind of warm it up, get the figure kind of loose there. And this dude has great articulation for the suit that he's in. Now, do I wish he could have better articulation for the ab crunch? Yes, but he does have an ab crunch in there, and he does have great articulation as well. So I recently started playing around with this figure, start taking some photos with him, and then I just start falling in love with this Batman right here. And then next thing you know, I'm like in love with him. So the more photos I took with this dude, the more and more I fell in love with him. When I first got him, I wasn't able to do a like because I was trying to pump out the review, so I didn't really get the feel that I wanted to get with him, or even the photos. I haven't took no really great photos. I spent hours taking photos with him. I haven't. But when I was fooling around with him, I was like, oh yeah, this dude's definitely going to be in the top 10 for 2024. And the look of him is nice as well. And this is another thing that I go by as well, is like, can I find this figure at any store and I don't have him? Will I pass him up to get Tracy? Or will I pass him up to get Superman? Will I pass him up to get Junkyard Joe? Or am I going to grab this Batman figure? And coming from a guy that collect Mezco 112, people are going to grab the Batman. I still haven't seen him on the shelf. I got this at Ageless Geeks. I get all my figures at Ageless Geeks, basically. And also Pete in Ontario. Those are my 2 go-to spots. But yeah, man, this Batman right here definitely came in at my list, coming in at number 3. And a lot of people may not agree. A lot of people may hate me for this, but this is my opinion. Respect my decisions and my opinions. I respect yours. And yeah, you guys, coming in at number 3, I had no choice but to do it. And yes, this dude, the Batman, came in at number 3. Fell in love with him. I couldn't believe that I actually love this figure. So next one on the list, we're going to go with number 2. Number 2 on the list. And you probably already know, but we got your boy, King Conan, coming in at number 2 on the list. Here he is right here. Like I said in the other video, the previous video for my top figures for 2024, I love this dude a lot. I think Mezco did a great job by putting out the double jointed elbows, because both of the other figures don't have double jointed elbows, but it still works good because of the articulation that they gave with the swivel of the elbow, like they did with Hellboy. But man, it's so much better when you actually get them with the double jointed elbows. Now, I don't have all 3, I only have 2 of them. I have Conan the Conqueror and King Conan right here. And man, this one right here is just so dope. We get tons of options that you could change as well. You could take his vest off, you could leave it on. And I just love the detail that they gave us. One thing that I was just kind of on the, like, complaining about was for the fact that with the head sculpts, I wish they could have gave us like one with the crown with his hair doing that. I wish they could have gave us like 2 more head sculpts. 2 more head sculpts would have been fine with me, with him having his crown on his head, with the slug, with the beard. That would have been freaking awesome, but we didn't get that. So I'm hoping this year, coming up for 2025, they give us those kind of options. But I do have to put this dude at number two on my list. I remember I went to Vegas and I was about to get in the car and take off on the road to Vegas. And my wife, let's go, babe, let's go. I'm like, okay, babe, okay. And I was checking the mail, and then it finally came in. Man, they went and dropped it off. I grabbed it, took it with me, opened them up, and reviewed them while I was in Vegas in the hotel, and got a lot of reviews, you guys. It's all about making reviews and likes as well. I gotta try to get as many subscribers as I can. My channel is very small, so I gotta reach my goal as well. So I gotta do what I gotta do right now. And yes, this dude's coming in at number 2 because he was a highly anticipated figure for me. I haven't done any real photos with him yet, because I was waiting on some other figures that came out, and you'll see that on my other video that I made for being at Frankenstein's. And yeah, man, I can say a lot more, but go check out my review that I did on him. It's freaking awesome, and let me know what you think. But yeah, he's coming in at number 2 on the list, and I'm pretty sure everyone will agree with me. Hit me up in the comment section below, and I want to know what you think about him coming in at number 2. Now, coming in at number 1, you guys, this one is a no-brainer for me, only because I'm such a huge fan of this dude, and that is your boy. You probably ain't gonna be able to see him because he's in invisible mode right now. We got the Shadow. Yes, you guys. Mezco did it by bringing out this dude, the Shadow, and they got someone else coming out this year as well. That's kind of go with the Shadow. I forgot his name, but yeah, he's coming up. But yeah, look at this guy. Look at that. Boom. This dude is so dope. Great articulation. The look of the Shadow, they capture like real good. And then not only that, we get a ton of accessories as well. And I love the cape. I love the bendy wire cape that he comes with, as you can see here. And then also, I love for the fact that they give us bendy wire here. Now, he is black, so you're going to have to keep him clean. Yes, and then I have him on the black shelf, on my new shelf. So definitely got to keep him clean. But man, I can't say, like, with all the suit figures that they brought out this year, this one just stands out more than all of them. And that's because he's just the Shadow. And the Shadow's so dope. The look of the Shadow is dope. And I'm so happy that they were able to capture that look of the Shadow. The movie with Alice Baldwin, it won me over. I was so in love with him. I even bought all the toys from the Shadow back in the day in the 1992, 93, I believe, or maybe 94. Yeah, we had all the cars, all the figures as well, and yes, they were horrible figures, but back then, that's all we had. And to actually pick this dude up and have him, it reminds me of my childhood days when I had my good days. And yeah, man, this is so dope right here, coming in at number 1. So with that being said, you guys, that is my top 10 Mezco figures for 2024. Was I impressed with 2024? Yes. I think it was a great year for collectors in general. If you're a Marvel Legend collector, not so much. I think Marvel Legend, out of all the lines, I think they were the worst besides NECA. Both of those two, they fell out. They really dropped the ball for 2024. Now, with McFarlane, I think McFarlane did a great job this year, and I believe Mafex did a great job as well. But I just think that Mezco's top tier, of course, is the most expensive line, but yet it's the best to me. So with that being said, you guys, that is it. I'll see you all in the next one. 2,000 subscribers. Oh, whoa, scratch that. This year, we're looking for 5,000 subscribers is the goal for this year. 5,000 subscribers. So that is my new goal. Yes, it's a long stretch. It's a huge stretch. But I think that we can do it. So if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow. Go check out my review that I did on the Shadow, and all these figures I did a review on, except for Junkyard Joe. Definitely gonna get that up as fast as possible. And I'll see you all in the next one. Like and subscribe. 5,000 subscribers.